What's going on, you guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and welcome to the video. In this video, we're talking about some exciting news for a new biotech company to the channel, and that company is called Immix Biopharma. Now, Immix Biopharma is pioneering a novel class of tissue-specific therapeutics, so I want to talk about this exciting news, talk a little bit about the company as we introduce them to you guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Last but not least, for full disclosure details, this is a sponsored video. Always check the description down below for full disclosure details, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer and always remembering that these videos are not financial advice. With that being said, guys, I bring you this news on Immix Biopharma. So Immix Biopharma just announced positive clinical results at ASGCT, a 100% overall response rate in DARZALEX. So the company recently announced updated AL amyloidosis clinical data from its ongoing phase 1b/2a NextCart trial. Now, their NextCart 1 trial is an ongoing phase 1b/2a open label study evaluating the safety and efficacy of the NCX-201 in adults with relapsed or refractory multiple myeloma and AL amyloidosis. The primary objective of the phase 1b portion of the study is to characterize the safety and confirm the maximally tolerated dose and phase 2 dose of NCX-201. The phase 2 portion of the study will evaluate the efficacy and safety of NCX-201 with endpoints of overall survival, progression-free survival, and response rates according to International Myeloma Working Group Uniform Response Criteria. So now we covered the news, guys. Let's talk a little bit about the company. So the company is pioneering a novel class of tissue-specific therapeutics. First, let's take a quick look at the stock. So Immix Biopharma is traded on the Nasdaq under ticker symbol IMMX. It has a market cap of $28.713 million and a 52-week range of 68 cents all the way up to $3.45. Currently trading at $1.64, so right in the middle of that range. Take a look at the yearly chart. We can see that it did bounce there off of those lows, but now could be a very interesting time to take a look at the company because they have been announcing some pretty interesting results. So read further into the news release. We're going to dive into their website. So the company was founded in 2012 by a visionary physician and scientist, a world-renowned pharmacology expert, a seasoned biotechnology patent attorney, and an impact-driven founding family office. They're developing an entirely new class of tissue-specific therapeutics, or TSTX, which they believe will replace first-line therapeutics across a multiple of cancer indications. So let's take a quick look at their investor presentation to get a little bit more about the company. So IMMX Biopharma, NCX-201, the first potential outpatient CAR T across 58 patients. Scientific advisory board member institutions, including Harvard and Stanford Medicine. In terms of NCX-201, 58 patients treated with an over 90% response rate in 2 large indications. There's a number of upcoming catalysts. I always highly encourage you guys to do your own research and due diligence. Take a look at the investor presentation, the website. Of course, take a look at the management team. We're going to touch on a few key points as we go over this, and then that'll be it for the video. The main thing I wanted to emphasize was that most recent press release and the news. So just comparing some results when it comes to a percentage basis, we can see here, we've got a couple other comparables and their response rates are much higher. So NCX-201 entering large markets at a pivotal moment. So in terms of the market size, hematologic cancer market opportunity is $60 billion today, growing to $120 billion by 2028. Multiple myeloma is the third most common blood cancer, impacting 176,404 patients annually with life expectancy of 5 years. AL amyloidosis is developed by 14,982 people annually with no available treatment as standard of care other than bone marrow transplants. Only 20% of patients are eligible for that. So as we can see, this is a big problem and quite a large potential target market. As we can see here in terms of the response rate, their NCX-201 much higher percentages. In terms of oncology, this is annual drug sales in billions of US dollars. And as we can see, just over 34 billion if we combine the two here. So now let's take a look at the management team, as this is a very important aspect of your research and due diligence. So Dr. Eli Rachman is their founder and chief executive officer. He's a physician and scientist, co-founded Immix Bio after serving as the clinical investigator for GlaxoSmithKline registrational clinical trials and Eli Lilly post-approved clinical trials. And as we can see here, management also has experience from Columbia University AstraZeneca, JP Morgan, and other very reputable institutions. So finally, I wanted to touch on one further aspect of the business, and that is Nextella. That is Immix Bio's subsidiary. And I wanted to specifically talk about the number of patients and the overall response rate. So as we can see here, 50 patients treated, 90% overall response rate for their multiple myeloma, and then their amyloidosis, 6 patients treated with a 100% response rate. So guys, long story short, you might want to put Immix Biopharma on your watch list. This company has been reporting some pretty exciting news, some pretty awesome results when it comes to their clinical trials, and of course they're targeting a massive multi-billion-dollar market. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys, and make sure to subscribe, drop me a comment and a like if you do appreciate these videos and want to stay up to date on some interesting companies. We've got more to come. Thank you, and we'll see you in our next video. If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.